Hi friends, it's Nancy. I hope you're all doing well. Today is the last day of our Let's Create Collage. We did this whole book, or I did this whole book. I hope you played along in some way or another. So I was able to get 48 pages done in this composition notebook. So because I think I glued 2 pages together to give it stability. So the last one I'm calling Whimsical Winter, and I will show you why. I love the dolls from and this is hard to see, itKuPiLLi Imaginarium. If you can, I don't know if you can see that because it's in pink, but it's an Etsy shop. There, I'll show you right there. Okay, it's an Etsy shop, and they have such cool digital kits in there. And the dolls that I'm using is called Whimsical Winter Dolls number 2. There's a kit of them, 1 and 2. They're pages, 2 pages. So I'm using the second page. And then also they have these winter backgrounds, and I love them. And I've used them before. And whatever I made, I don't remember now. But anyway, I cut some dolls out, and what's fun about them is that they have all different kinds. You get accessories, you get heads, bodies, legs. So I have cut the three out, and I'm going to put them together, which is something I love to do. And so what I want to do is I love this background piece, and it's not long enough, but that's okay because I figured I am going to fold this here, and I'm going to use part of this to, put on the back. I just want to make sure. There we go. So what I'm going to do is fold that. I'm going to cut that off, and I better get my trimmer out because I know I won't cut it perfectly. So let me do that. Okay, and then some of this piece I'll use on the bottom, and that will work. So let's see what we need. So it's not so much a collage of background papers, but a collage of doll part. I shouldn't say body parts, doll parts. Well, they are kind of like that, right? So see, there's just not much left on the bottom here, so I have no problem using just some of this along the bottom. So I will do that. Actually, just for fun, I think I'll just kind of rip it and fill it in that way. How's that? Is that going to work? I think so. That's kind of dark on that side. Let me do this side. We can do that. Oh, yeah, that works. This is the sky part. That was pretty dark over there. Let me get some more of I want to use let me get more of the lighter part here. And then let me get my cutter and cut another piece off here. Let's see, that should work. If not, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Let's see. Yes, because the dolls will stand there, so we'll just make this work as part of the bottom. That'll be fine. Okay, so let's get this part glued in. Since it's the last page here on the cover, the page is glued to the back of the cover here. I'm going to use my fabric tack here, and that ought to keep it on there really good. So how are y'all doing? Oh, I can't believe we're finished with this. It took a while, but we're done. And it was certainly fun. And I have them all in this book here. And I thought, if I ever need background, I can just rip the page out and cut them up and use them as whatever I need, right? But in the meantime, they're stuck in they're in here, and I won't lose them, and I can see which one I need real easily. So that's pretty good. And I know I haven't done any of Amy's new challenge. I'm hoping to get there. I really am. I might not be able to do all of them, but my goal is to get some things done for upcoming Christmas things, journals, little things I'm making. So let's, my intentions are there, okay? Oh, I can't get that in there. Let's get that in there. Trying to keep it where it's nice and even here. Okay, there we go. Pull it a little. I don't know if I can, but that's okay. And then let me get this part. I know I've got to put, let's see, I'll put this one here like that. That looks good. And then I think I have to overlap a little. So just a smidge. I'm going to just give this a rip here so it's not straight across like that. That'll work. We will get it to work. So what have you all been doing? Are you getting more Halloween crafting done or anything like that? Oh, it's October already and it's like full swing. This is it. This is it. So I am so excited. There we go. That'll work. And then we'll get the by the time the dolls are standing here, you won't even notice that. Okay, now I'm switching over to my other glue with the fine tip. And then let's wonder if I could get in here and clip these now. You know what? I can't because the cover's thick. So let me just cut around these here. There we go. Yep, this is it. Okay, there. So we have a real pretty winter scene. Okay, I like it so far. Let me get some of this glue down. Yep. Okay. So I'll show you the gals. I've got 3 of them, and they're out for a winter walk. And they're quite eclectic. So, for instance, I have this girl in this lovely purple fur-lined outfit. I have her body. I have a bottom. Now that's, but she's going on there. See, I'm just gonna use those legs like that. She's gonna go there, and then I have a head. So she's gonna kind of look that way, and then she's gonna wear this pretty white top hat, something like that. And I've got a cute little mauve bow, so she's gonna go there. And then I have these boots, this gal with the boots here, and then she's in this pretty blue coat with a fur muffler and a collar. Yeah. And then she's got her head there, and it's always fun to tilt the heads a little, right? But her quirky little thing is she's going to have some reindeer antlers, and all these pieces come with these dolls, so you can make them. I think I might have to put her first so the girls can. Her antlers are pretty big. And then the last gal here, she's got some nice boots here, like that. And she's got this cute little frilly netted skirt. And then she's got this pretty little fur jacket. And here's her head. Well, I'll have to glue all this together. Her head, and then she's got the cute matching hat like that. I think they're the bee's knees, these gals. So, first of all, I'm going to put the one in the middle on first because I think these antlers are quite big. And they me to spread out a little. So let me move these pieces. And the first thing I want to do is get her feet glued here. And I'm going to kind of glue her feet right over the seam line here. So see, you won't even notice that. And I'll make sure I'm in there. And I've got my glue book right to the side here. So I'm going to get this glued on with my glue stick. So this, yeah, this is a fun page. And they have really fun kits too. So check them out if you can. And I did not ink anything. I just wanted it to be like that. And then sometimes I leave a little extra above, like here for the head. To I don't cut it right down to the collar. I leave a little bit to glue the head on, and then I left a little bit here on the legs. You don't have to, but it does kind of help. So I have to figure out now first where to put these antlers. And I don't mind that they spread out because, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put them on just for fun on her like that. And then I'll glue the other ones on here. Kind of arrange them how I want, like that. And then let's get that glued on. Just something fun. A fun look. So I hope you're all enjoying the accordion collaboration that Amy started and that Carol is doing, and Mitzi and Linda. I think we're all doing kind of something a little different from what I see. Even a different accordion type thing. But it almost reminds me of a Tim Holtz piece. You know, he sells those kind of cut and shaped folders and things like that. So and then I just had to do one more spooky project. I just had to do, since it is the beginning of October, I had to do it. So I'm gonna start Christmas. I am, but because we have to do the Christmas neighborhood, the decorated neighborhood, and the Christmas shop. So I'm getting ready for that. I have to get my Christmas things out. That's why, you know, I'm waiting to get my Christmas things. So let me get her head on. Oh, I should use the glue stick maybe. Okay, let me get her here. And let's see, how do we want to put her head? Like that. Let's do it that way. Well, she's darn cute, isn't she? All right, let's work with the girl on the left of her. So I have the pieces here. They're like vintage gals. I love that. So she's going to go here. Let's just try to place her now that we have the antlers down. We're going to cover up that bottom and put her here like so. And then she's going to go here like that. You can put the doll together first before you glue them down. And then I'm going to put her hat on and the cute little bow there like that. So see, that's why I wanted to get the antler girl down first. All right, so for instance, I can put some glue on this area here, and I can just kind of line it up to see what I want to do, and I can just glue that right there. So now I've got that, see? And then I can glue her head on too, so I can pretty much put the doll together. Like that. And she's cute just like that, isn't she? But of course we have to make it extra. So I will put put her down, and then we'll glue her hat and bow on. I guess I have this in my hand, so I'm just going to use this glue here. Doesn't matter what you use. Sorry if I'm off camera, but I'm just getting some glue on here. These are fun, these dolls. I do enjoy doing these. They have summer ones. They have all different kinds. You have to definitely check out their shop. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. Okay, cute. They look cute without the funny stuff, but that's what I think is fun, to kind of dress them up and give them odd pieces on them. Just makes it more whimsical, hence the word whimsical, right? Okay, I'll put her hat that way. And then she needs a little bow. I'm going to put it right there on the side. You know what I didn't think of is like a word or a saying. Oh, we'll have to, I don't know if I have one. Let's see, we could put whimsical winter dolls, and look how they even give you, you can get the alphabet to spell your own words. I think I might just use that. This would be fun. I'm going to cut this out, kind of, like so. I think this would be great to use whimsical winter dolls, because it is whimsical winter. Now let me see if I can trim this one end here with the trimmer, make it smaller. Well, that was perfect. Why not, right? Okay, I'm going to hold that. I hope that I did a good job on that one side. Well, I could just trim it a little more. You know what? I might use my scissor for that. It's getting a little tight in there to get that little piece of paper in there. Let's see. I'm going to trim around it too. Why not? Get closer to there. Whimsical winter dolls. Yep, there we go. I think I'll even cut them apart. That would be even better. Let's cut them apart. Whimsical. I can cut it without shaking here. Whimsical winter dolls. We'll figure that out. Yeah, that looks better. I like that. All right, let's get the last gal on here. So she's got those legs, and she's got this tiny little skirt on. So I can show you. I'll just put the skirt on her since I left that little bit of white on there. Okay, so there's that. And I left a little bit of white there, so I can put her together this way. Like that. See that? And then eventually we'll glue her down, but let's see her head now. She's going to go that way. And I did not leave enough white over here, so I'm just going to put a little bit there to get her chin on. I like building them. All right, and then she gets this cute hat on. I'm going to put that on her first. Let's see. Like that. Cute. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me use this glue. So yes, I have to move some of my Halloween stuff out and only keep what I'm going to be working on, my own, like my own personal things that I'm trying to get done and make. And then I have to have my son-in-law, one of my son-in-laws, come and bring up some Christmas things now. Isn't that the cutest? I love the colors. They're soft, and these gals' faces are so much fun. All right, Whimsical Winter Dolls. You know what? I have my blue ink out here still. I'm just going to, let's just kind of hit that with the blue. Okay, well, that'll stand out. That's okay. That'll be fine. Oh, I wanted to mention, if anybody has Netflix, I just watched the Thursday Murder Club. It's really, really cute, really good. It's got Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, and I can't think of the other actor guy. He played Gandhi. Oh, I can't think of his name. Anyway, it's really good. If you're into that, I highly recommend you watch that. It's really, really, really nice. So I'm going to, since it's October, I'm going to start rewatching some of my favorite Halloween kind of movies or shows that I like. So every year, one time, at least once, Hocus Pocus, the original one, not the second one. I've seen the second one. It's just not my thing. I think the first one is iconic and classic. So I did watch Hocus Pocus. That's my first official October Halloween movie that I watched, okay? So I'm keeping track of what I'm watching because I do kind of like an October daily for myself, and I like to document our holidays and fall and that. All right, friends, but I will keep you up to date on what I'm watching. At least I'll try my best. So that is our last page in the book, number 48, Whimsical Winter Dolls. I hope you'll look at their dolls and see if you might like to try and play with some of those. They have all different kinds and great backgrounds. And that page was one of my favorite winter backgrounds. So it was fun. I had a blast making this whole book. We've done some really fun things in this book. Really enjoyed this so much. So thanks so much for hanging with me and playing along, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.